What types of subatomic particles are found in the nucleus of an atom? Protons and neutrons. And when we look at protons and neutrons in the nucleus of an atom, they're bonded together with forces that are much greater than the forces that bind atoms together in molecules. And in turn, what this does is it makes much more energy associated with nuclear processes than chemical reactions. About 1,000,000 times more energy is associated with a nuclear reaction than in a chemical reaction. There are two types of nuclear processes that produce energy. Fission is the combining of light nuclei to form a heavier nucleus, whereas fission is the splitting of a heavy nucleus into smaller nuclei with smaller mass numbers. So if we look at fission, fission was first discovered back in the late 1930s. And let's look at a reaction for the fission process of uranium-235. So if we have a uranium-235 atom and we bombard it with a neutron, the nucleus of that atom becomes very unstable. And quickly it breaks down in this fission process into barium-141 and krypton-92. And in addition to that, it produces 3 neutrons. And when we look at this particular fission process, it produces 26 million times more energy than the combustion of methane. And if we look at the reaction, we start out with a uranium-235 atom. It's bombarded with a neutron. That unstable nucleus goes through a fission reaction. We produce barium-141, krypton-92, and 3 neutrons. And in turn, these 3 neutrons are going to each bombard with a uranium-235 atom, and the process is going to continue in a self-sustaining process called a chain reaction. Now, fusion is the combining of 2 light nuclei to produce even more energy than the fission process. Our sun gives off energy, and that energy comes from the fusion of protons to form helium. Now, it produces a tremendous amount of energy, and scientists are working hard to try and make that fusion process something that can be done in a lab, and it's very promising for future energy sources.